Junkrat takes crazy to a whole new level. This explosives-obsessed fiend has a talent for chaos and a penchant for destruction. Welcome to Curse, and today we'll be exploring the lore and abilities of Junkrat. Jameson Fawkes was a fairly normal guy living in the Australian outback. During his time there, the nearby Omnium facility was attacked and its fusion core exploded, causing drastic changes to the landscape of the outback. It was transformed into an irradiated wasteland, littered with the debris and twisted fragments of the decimated Omnium. The land was unlivable to most, but there were those who survived the blast. Calling themselves Junkers, they scavenged the husk of the destroyed Omnium and formed a lawless and cutthroat society in its shadow. Jameson Fawkes was one such Junker. He changed his name to Junkrat and began to etch out a living by scavenging for metal and electronic components in the wreckage. However, it wasn't just debris that the explosion spread across the outback. Radiation had also poured forth and now lingered across the land. Junkrat, like many others, was exposed to the fallout, and he slowly lost his mind and developed an obsession with explosives. He came to notoriety when he discovered an extremely valuable secret hidden in the bones of the Omnium. Few knew the actual nature of his discovery, but even the knowledge of its value had made Junkrat a target for bounty hunters, bandits, and most of the other Junkers. To protect himself, he struck a deal with Roadhog, who begrudgingly agreed to be his personal bodyguard in exchange for a 50-50 split of all future spoils. Together, they've left the outback and embarked on an international crime spree, leaving a trail of bodies and bedlam behind them. Junkrat's weapon of choice and first ability is his frag launcher. Although it's only effective over a moderate distance, the frags will bounce until they reach their target and can be used to attack heroes who are hiding behind walls or cover. In confined spaces like buildings or alleyways, they can be deadly, and they'll also allow Junkrat to attack his targets while hiding behind cover himself. The concussion mine is his second skill. Junkrat will first place the mine and then is able to trigger it at will. When used on an opponent, it will damage and send them flying through the air. However, if triggered under his own feet, Junkrat is able to boost himself up to higher ground or over large gaps. Steel Trap is his next skill and provides even more crowd control to Junkrat's arsenal, this time as an immobilizer. Traps like this can be effective when placed in choke points like doorways or thrown into the middle of a team fight where they're less likely to be noticed. It makes a great area of denial to force opponents back, and those trapped by it are sitting ducks for Junkrat and his team. He also has a passive skill that will drop an armful of live grenades onto the floor when he dies, potentially picking up a kill on an unsuspecting foe. His final and ultimate ability is Rip Tire. By combining a motorized tire with explosives, Junkrat has created a weapon capable of getting behind an enemy's defensive line and dealing massive damage to a large group of targets. He can control and remotely detonate it for some serious damage, or just wait for it to explode on its own. This allows Junkrat to potentially take out multiple opponents whilst remaining at a safe distance out of the line of fire. Will Junkrat be your hero of choice, or do you have any ideas on how you're gonna shut him down? Let us know in the comments below and vote for which hero you would like to see covered in our next video. Thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy the game.